Apple Watch 3 Review. The two versions of the Apple Watch 3 impress, but the cheaper, non-4G version of the wearable delivers good value for money and top fitness capabilities from the wrist. The Apple Watch 3 has been superseded several times over, most recently by the Apple Watch 7 and Apple Watch SE, the latter of which could be a real rival for it, since they are both budget models. But the Watch 3 remains for sale on Apple's official store, which is more than we can say for the Apple Watch 4 or even the Apple Watch 5, and it has been discounted heavily now, too. Specs and features-wise, it's about on par with the newer Apple Watch SE, though likely for a lower cost. The Watch 3 is available in two forms, one with cellular connectivity and one with just GPS, as the replacement for the Apple Watch 2. This device was the flag bearer for fitness and longevity, with run and cycle tracking on board and a water-resistant casing for swimming, plus the same heart rate monitor on the underside. And while newer models pack in extra features and faster chipsets, Apple has kept supporting the Apple Watch 3 with software updates, which add sleep tracking, new workouts, and a whole lot more. It's one of the best cheap smartwatches right now. At launch in late 2017, the Apple Watch 3 was the most expensive wearable the company sold, but now the price has shrunk since the launch of the Apple Watch Series 4 and Apple Watch 5. It's still not an inherently cheap smartwatch, but it's a lot more affordable now. There are two variants of the Apple Watch 3, one with LTE or cellular capabilities and one with just GPS on board. The former $299 these days thanks to a serious discount after the release of the Apple Watch 5. The 3 Series GPS version is much cheaper at $199 for the 38 and $229 for the 42. It's worth noting also that while Apple has discontinued the Apple Watch 4 and 5, you can still get the Apple Watch 3 direct from the company, so it's easy to get hold of. The biggest upgrade the Apple Watch 3 brought was its own cellular connection inside, so it can work independently of your phone. Does that mean you can buy one without owning an iPhone? Sadly not by a long way. In reality, it means that you can receive phone calls and some app notifications when your phone is at home, but otherwise it's totally dependent on your handset. In terms of notifications, if the app you want to use hasn't been upgraded to work in standalone mode, then you won't get updates and notifications even if the LTE connection is enabled. The ability to connect to a cellular network is fine, but doesn't feel like the most crucial feature to add in, although some people have already reported it saved their life. The call quality from such a small device is really rather impressive. We conducted a phone chat with someone while running, and both the voice quality out of the speaker and the sensitivity of the microphone were excellent. It meant we could run pretty much normally and still hold a conversation without having to hold the Watch 3 to our head. In fact, it was so loud you'll need to move quickly to stop people listening in. One other upgrade is the addition of music streaming, something that was announced at launch of the Apple Watch 3 but curiously wasn't there at launch. This feature, if you paid all the money to have the LTE-enabled variant of the Watch 3 and are paying out extra cash each month to have the data, is actually quite a good addition. You're getting two things with the new Apple Music streaming capabilities, Apple Music directly, and Beats Radio. These are both accessed the most simply through Siri. You can tap through the watch to get there. But it's very fiddly. The easiest way is to ask Siri on the go to play the kind of music you want, whether that's by genre, a playlist you've already created but not synchronized, or just a certain song. It's not perfect, especially when outside and walking or running, but when it works, it's a dream. A futuristic scenario where you command almost any song in the world via a chat with your wrist. Despite the Apple Music streaming capabilities, we still can't really see a good reason to recommend the LTE variant of the Apple Watch 3, as the notion of not needing your phone to go running was taken care of by adding GPS to the watch with the second generation model. The design of the Apple Watch has become pretty iconic, in the way that people just know you're wearing the iTimepiece. When you see a footballer wearing a Fitbit, you'll have to peer to see which model it is. But with the Apple Watch, it's instant recognition. Unlike the iPhone, we don't see the need to upgrade the design that much with a watch, and Apple's done pretty well to keep the chassis almost identical given that it's now packing in a new chipset and cellular connectivity in the two sizes of device. It's nothing major, but we did get a question about it when wearing the watch, showing that people are interested when a new watch appears. It's elegant and light, and while some have yearned for a circular display, the 1.65-inch display is certainly the optimal size and shape for displaying more data. And as mentioned, Apple has brute forced acceptance of its watch design into the market.